Hey guys, welcome back to another video tutorial. In this video we're going to discuss all about how we can create a quiz app using HTML, CSS and also JavaScript. So let's look at the project. So here is a question and those are answers. You can select any question as you want. So I'm going to select that and click to submit. I'm able to see the next one question, and inside there I'm going to select the last one and stand for cascading style sheet, hypertext markup language, and yeah, I'm gonna select that. So you answered 4. This is the correct answer of 5 questions correctly. When you will click on the reload, you are able to see the first one slide or first one question has been appeared inside your web page. So let's look at that, how we can create that. I'm going to close it and open my code editor. Inside there I have a index.html, style.css, script.js. So without further ado, let's get started. Write the code. So I'm gonna quiz container, and also I'm gonna assign the IDs quiz, and inside there I'm gonna use quiz header. Inside the quiz header I'm gonna use h2 classes txt. I'm going to use technology quiz. Right, so after that I will create a quiz body, and also I will create that one more time, quiz footer. Inside the quiz body I will use h2 and assign the IDs questions. Just write question, and inside that I'm going to use question text. Right, then I'm going to select my URL ally tag. In the ally tag I'll use input type radio, name is answer, and ID is a, and class name is also answer. Right, so this is the first one. The next one, you need to create a label tag. Inside the ally tag, the file name you must be write the same that you have assigned on the ID, okay, and assign the ID a underscore txt, or I'm going to use text. Right, so inside there I'm going to use the answers. Right, so get that. This is second one. This is b, and for b and ID is b underscore txt. Right, so this is the second one, and this is the third one. So I'm going to select the c txt, and that will d underscore txt. Right, so I have 4 answers, 1 2 3 4. After the URL tag I'm going to add the inside the folder I'm going to add the button tag, but before using that I'm going to add quiz details. So inside that I'm going to add the questions. Like in a minute I'm going to check that what is the question text is. 1 of 5 questions, 5 questions, like that. Right, so after that I'm going to add the button tag, and type is button, and class is, I'm going to add the ID is btn, and I'm going to add the next save. So this is our, in a minute, this is our HTML structure. Right now this is the HTML structure, so I'm going to close my previous one. So we're going to work on that to make it application like a quiz app. Right, so let's select the body. We need to design that, so I'm going to use background RGB 7714 and 203. Then also I will add the background color is radio, background gradient, and the first one is I'm going to use circle. In the circle, yeah, I'm going to select my GPI, and that will is 7714 2031 and the percentage of that is 0%. So I'm going to get that and use comma and paste the second one, and there I'm going to use that is 100%. I'm going to change the code that one side. I'll look at that, right? And I want to display the content in the center of the page, so I'll use display flex, align item center, justify content center, height 100 VH, and also I'll use the overflow is hidden because I want to display all of the content inside our box, so, right? And we need to add the font family as well, province sensitive, so, and look at that, perfect. Select the quiz container. Inside that I'm going to select my background white, and I'm going to use border radius to round at the corners 10 pixel, and also I'll use box shadow 10 2 pixel RGB like that. But I'm going to change the code 100 and 0.1 or opacity. Max width, I'll use max width 600 pixel and width 100%. So, and let's look at that, right? Select the quiz here. In the quiz area, I'm going to use display flex and align it on center, just like that. And I'm going to use padding top and bottom 2 rem, left and right 2 rem. Also, I'll use the box shade as well. In the box shade, I'll use 0, 0, and 5 pixel RGB 00, not that, 0.5. That's going to 7, and look at that, right? Cool. And also I will rounded the corners, so I'm going to select in a minute. I'm going to select border top left radius 10 pixel, and I'm going to select the same thing, but this time I'm going to select the white to round the corners like that, right? Perfect. Let's select the H2, which is used as hiding. So I'm going to change the font size 1.55 rem is best. So yeah, perfect. So this is the default. Then I'm going to select the quiz header. Inside that have select the quiz body. In the quiz body, I will use padding top and bottom 2 rem, left and right 2 rem as well to make a space, right? And then I need to select H2 inside the quiz, means question sign or questions. Font size, I'm going to add it 2 rem, and I'm going to use padding top and bottom 1 rem. Or left and right 0, and font weight I will use 500. And text align, I will add the center. Also I will use margin 0 to remove the margin if they have a margin. So let's select the quiz body UL. So let's just start up norm, padding all sides 0 to remove the bullets from UL tag. Perfect. And then I'm going to select the quiz body UL ally tag, and the ally tag I'm going to use margin top and bottom 1 rem to make a space of each ally tag. Font size I'll use 1 rem, and I'll use border 1 pixel solid hash AAB 7BD. So in B at padding, I'm going to add the padding all side 0.7 rem. Border radius I'll use 5 pixels this, and also I'll use the cursor pointer like that. So, and look at that, right? Then we need to select the UL ally label tag. Inside there I'm going to use cursor pointer as well, and I'm going to use padding 0 and 0.4 rem. Let's look at that. So here is a label tag, and those are text which used inside the label. Perfect. So let's select the quiz footer, and I'm gonna select, first we're gonna select the quiz footer. I'm gonna use display flags, align item center, and I will use the padding top and bottom 1 rem, left and right 2 rem, and then I need to select a box shadow like that, and I'm gonna paste it inside there. But I think, yeah, first we're gonna save it and let's look at that. Yeah, perfect, as you can see. Then I need to select the button tag, button tag, which is used inside the footer. So I'm going to use padding 0.6 rem, left and 1.5 rem, outline none, border is none, cursor pointer, and font family I will use inherit, and border radius I will use 5 pixel, color is white, and I will use opacity 0.9 because I will use the hover effect like that. Just a minute, I need to add the background color because #111 like that, right? But I need to use justify content space between to move that on the right side. Perfect. Yeah. And then I need to select quiz body button. I need to add the hover effect when user will hover the mouse on the button. So I'm going to use opacity is 1, so save, and let's look at that right now. Also I will use the transition, little bit of transition on the 0.3 as like that. So we have successfully made the HTML and CSS. So let's move on the JS. In the JS, you need to get all of the content and store that inside your variable. But before using that, I'm gonna get my data like this one. So this is the array. Inside the array have an object. On each object have a key, and those are value. Right? Just a minute. So this is a key, this is key, this is key, and those are values. So I'm going to get that because I need to save the time. Save. So this is a array, or you can say that object. Inside the object have an array. In the array have a different objects. On each object have a questions and answers. So we're going to use that to get the questions and answer from there, right? So let's get the data like quiz. I'm going to use document.quiz selector, and this time I'm going to use that quiz body. Then I need to select the second one is answers like that, and I'm going to use answer element, but we need to select the query selector all because inside the HTML have a classes. Where is the class? Like this one, this is answer 1 2 3 4. So we need to use query selector all and select the element. So sir, and the next one is question. So I need to get the questions, but this time I'm going to use document.get element by ID, and I'm going to get the question element on there. So let's get the questions like that, right? So I don't need to add the, just a minute, I don't need to add the hash sign because I used the function get element by ID, right? So let's select the const footer element. I'm going to use document.query selector all, not all, I'm going to use quiz footer. And then I need to select a const quiz detail element document query selector, and this will be quiz details, right? So perfect. So those are main content that I have stored inside my variables like quiz answers element and so on so forth. Then the next one is you need to create another variable to get the data. Which data? This one data, answers data. So I'm going to use ABA_txt document.query get element by ID, and I'm going to get that A_text like that. This is a B text, C text, and this is C text, D text, and this one. So those are IDs that I have assigned on there, like there, as you can see, C text, B text, A text. So I have stored those content inside my variables, like those are variables in my JavaScript. Right, once you've done that, then I'm going to create a let current quiz and assign the index number by 0, or you can use any number as you want. The starting index number is 0, so I have assigned the 0, and also I will use the score is assigned the 0. Then I'm gonna create this one function, but before creating that, I'm gonna call it inside my web. So let's create this one function. Inside the function, just a minute, I'm gonna use function load quiz parentheses calibrate. Inside that, I need to create a variable const, and I'm going to use current quiz data. This is my variable. So we need to assign this one data. So I need to paste it, but this is an array, right? As you can see, this is starting array and this is closing. So we need to use array. And inside there, we need to pass the parameter. So I need to pass the parameter is current quiz. So this will assign the index number, and inside the index wise you will get the different questions. So in a minute I will share with you. It's console.log. I'm going to use current quiz. Just a minute, I'm going to get that and paste it. Let's try it what happened on the console. Right now I'm able to see object, and those are questions. As you can see, this is the first one question. The question is where is the correct answer, and when I will change the quiz like this one, I'm going to use true, you will get the different question like that. As you can see, what is the CSS stand for, and so on and so forth, right? So you will get the questions and answers from the object and assign the data inside the current quiz data, right? Simple process. The next one is I need to use the validation. When user doesn't click on the radio button, then what I need to do on there, I need to add the some validation, means doesn't work the button and so on and so forth. So just use that. I'm going to use function deselect answer. So I have an answer element like this one. So this is a key select all. So I need to use for each loop to getting the one by one data, right? For each, and inside there I need to pass the parameter, whatever the parameter you will pass on there. I'm going to pass answer element, right? Then you use curly bracket. Inside that you need to, first I'm going to show you console.log, and I'm going to use answer element, and I'm going to call this one function also on there. So, and I'm able to see the first one radio button have a ID is A, B, C, D, right? Different question have a different ID. So I need to get the ID. So I need to add dot checked, right? Checked. First we're gonna set the default is false, right? So I need to assign the default is also false, like that. So I need to remove this one. So this is our deselect answer, means user doesn't click on any answer. So I need to cut the function and paste inside my load function, right? Perfect. Then we need to create another function, but before creating another function I want to display the questions and answers inside there, right? So let's do that to assign the data inside our questions and answer section. So I have a question ID like question element, so I need to select it. So first of all I need to display the question, so I need to use .inner text. and assign the data from my current quiz data. This is my variable name. Inside that have like this one, I need to select that. Inside they have a key with the name of question, so here is the key, right? First we're gonna save it. Just a minute, I'm gonna save it and let's look at that. Our question has been appeared inside there. When you will change the slide like this one, I'm gonna change the one, you will get the different question right now, as you can see, right? So I'm gonna use the 0. Then I also display the answers, so we have used those variables. So I need to select a_txt that inner text. So I need to use current quiz data. Inside that I have a key like this one, as you can see. This time we just display the data. Don't focus on the current and correct question and false question. Just focus on the, just a minute. This is a B, and this is a C, this is a D, right? So those are my variables that I have assigned on top of my page, like there, as you can see. Those variables were getting the data from there and assign the data inside the variable. So I have selected those data and assigned the object keys value inside there. So first we're gonna save it and let's look at that, right? So let's change the slide 1, right? This is the next one, but I'm gonna leave the default. So let's add the questions like the dynamically. So inside there I need to use quiz data elements. So here is the elements, so this is the class name that is used on there. So I need to add where it is. I need inner HTML. This time I'm going to use inner HTML. I'm going to use a little template and I'm going to get this one, not this one. I'm going to use, oh, where it is, I'm going to use paragraph tags. Right, so inside there I need to use $. So first of all I need to use current quiz. This one, this will give us the index number 0. First we're gonna save it and you will get that in a minute. Quiz detail, I'm gonna remove this one and this one. So let's look at that. Can't see anything else, but I need to see what happened. Just a minute. Quiz detail element in HTML and paragraph. That's perfect. Okay, I need to assign that. Yeah, I'm able to see 0, right? So I need to add the 1 value on there. So it should be start from 1, right? So this is our first one question. The next one is I'm gonna use off. I need to select the quiz data like that, like this one. So this is the top of my page, like this one. How many questions inside there? So I need to use dot length there, and you will get that 1 of 5 questions. You can use that. So right, cool. When you will change the slide, it will automatically change the number. So let's look at that 1, right? So this is a 2 of 5, right? So let's work on the select element. Select radio buttons. So I'm gonna use selected radio buttons. So yeah, I'm gonna use function get selected function. So inside that I'm gonna create a variable answer, right? Then we need to select the same thing like that. So I'm gonna get, but I will doesn't copy the current code. I'm gonna use it from this case. So answer element, inside there have answers. So I'm gonna use for each, and I'm gonna passing answer elements like that, right? So inside that I need to check if anyone user will click on the particular btn radio button, then I will get the current ID. So let's look at that. F answer element like this one dot checked, come into the F body, and this time I'm gonna use console.log. Then I need to check that what you will get that answer element.id. So I need to copy this one function, and just a learning purpose I just paste it outside of there. So I'm gonna select the Java. It doesn't work right now, guys. Okay, I need to select the answer, assign the answer elements .id, and then I need to return that. I'm gonna check that, don't worry, I will check that. Return answer. So and you can't see anything else because I need to call it inside the console. So I'm gonna get const demo like that, log and demo like that. So let's look at that, what happened. Undefined. Okay, I will work on that on my btn add listener. But before using that, I need to check one more time. Answer element is perfect, and this will be checked. This select the answer elements.id is perfect, and return the answers. Oh, perfect. It's working perfectly. So I will try it to check it inside the btn event. So let's add the event when user will click on the btn. So where is the btn? So I need to get the data from btn, right? So let's do the const btn submit document get element by id, and this will be btn. So I need to check the btn. Perfect. So I need to select the btn submit, add listener, click event, run the function like that. So inside that I need to just check that get selected, and what you will get there, and then I need to assign that const answer like that, and then I need to check that what you will get when you will click on the button and select Java, click on that. I'm able to see the A. So this is a particular ID of the answer. So I'm going to select second one. I'm able to see B. Click on that, C. So you are getting successfully result from the particular ID from the ally tag, or you can say that from the for label tag, right? So I'm gonna save it. I'll leave the default things that I have used on there, right? It's very simple. The next one is I need to check if answer means if this will give us a true value, true or false. So I'm gonna select the true. If it's will true, then I need to check the correct answer. If so, I need to select the answer, this one variable have a ID ABC. I need to select triple equal to. I'm gonna select my quiz data that I have used on my top of page like that. So inside they have a correct answers like B, C, B, I, B, D, and so on so far. So I need to check that with the help of there. So I need to add the same thing, a quiz not there. I'm going to use current quiz that have an index number dot correct. So this is a key which is used inside there, like there, as you can see. So this is my object name, and this is a key, and this is a value. So I have selected correct, and this is a key. When user will click on the particular, in a minute, what happened on there? Okay, I need to. When user will click on the particular radio button, then just a minute. Okay, this is another question. Yeah, it's perfect. Oh, I need to. Yeah, it's perfect. When user will click on the particular radio button, then it will check the correct answer from my object with the help of keys, like that, right? So you will get the true and false as well, or you can getting the result. Yeah. So after the selecting the correct answer, what I need to do on there, I need to use score plus means increment the score value inside the score variable. So the default is 0 score, right? But also I need to change the slide, right? So what I need to do on there, I'm going to use outside of the curly bracket of the correct answer, then I'm going to select the current quiz plus. We need to increment one number inside our current quiz index number, like that. Then I check if I check current quiz this will less than quiz data, that is top of my page, like this one, quiz data, right? If our current quiz less than quiz data dot length, then come into the if body. In the if body, I call the load quiz function, right? And the else statement, I need to use the quiz dot inner HTML, and I'm going to display some message inside our body area. So I have selected the quiz. This is my element, like that. So this is getting from the body, quiz body, and assign the body data inside my quiz variable. So I selected quiz.innerHTML, and I'm going to use a letter template and use h2 close. Inside that, I'm going to use answer like that. The first one is the score, and then I'm going to use backslash $, and then I'm going to use the same thing, quiz data dot length, how many questions you have correctly passed questions correctly. So that's it. But also I will add the button, but I'm getting the button from my there, like this one. So I'm going to get the button starting and closing. So inside that I need to change that reload. But also I add the event. When user will click on that, then I will reload that. So what I need to do on there, I need to add the event on click. So I need to use location.reload. This is the default function, just like that. So I think I need to check that. So I'm going to select the refresh page, but I need to check that what is current quizzes. So I'm starting from 0 index. So first question, so I'm going to select the random questions. I just check that what happened in the last. Right, so this is perfect, but when it will complete, then I want to display that in the center, and yeah, I will remove this one, footer. So let's remove the footer. So I have a footer element.style display none. In the last one I don't need that. Select that, random questions. Right, I can't see the photo right now, but last thing we need to add that, so I need to select this one button and we need to paste it, but this time I'm going to use quiz body because this is a button like that. And also just a minute, I need to check that like that. Also I want to display this one bit in the center of the page, so I'm going to use display block and margin top and bottom left and right art. So look at that. Just learning purpose. Right now, as you can see guys, when you will click on the reload, it will move on the first one page. So this is a cool application. I have used a simple HTML, CSS and also JavaScript to do that. Finally, you can reduce the code. You can do this. So this is a code. This will increment the one to another slide. So I can create a function, next question, function next question, and also you can add anything else inside there. I just show you how you can create that. You can add the timer, you can add the classes to change the colors and so on and so far. You can do that, so you will get the same result like that, as you can see, like that. You answer 2, this is the correct answer, or 5 questions correctly, right? So this is all about HTML, CSS and also JavaScript. So I hope you understood as well all about that. So thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.